It's the first day of the early signing period, and this is Quick Hits with Keely, presented by Smart Stop Self Storage. The first wave of USC signees was officially announced on Wednesday as 19 high school recruits officially became Trojans. Head coach Lincoln Riley has stressed the importance of adding depth in USC's trenches, and that is clearly reflected in the program's current class. 9 of the Trojans' 19 signees Wednesday are either offensive or defensive linemen.
As you look just from a big picture program development, the lines of scrimmage, obviously we all know are so critical to playing great football, and stacking that talent year after year and being able to develop that talent is so important. And so when I look at the class right now today, there's a lot that I'm really excited about, but what we were able to do on the two fronts I think was really critical and really important. And to add another great O-line class, to add the size defensively that we were able to add. I know we've talked a lot about being able to get bigger on the front, being a more physically dominant front. Certainly can be very important as we move forward with Coach Lynn and this coaching staff to be able to establish and develop that.
The majority of USC signees are defensive players, which is notable considering how quickly new defensive coordinator Danton Lynn had to hit the recruiting trail. Riley shared Wednesday how adding 3 key figures to the Trojans' defensive staff gave the program a boost in the recruiting process.
You know, they see what Danton has done. You know, they see what Matt Ince has done. They see what Doug's done. I mean, and I think for a lot of people you can lay out a vision, but when you start to add people that are clearly at the top of their game and some of the best coaches in the country, it sends a message to people. It sends a message to recruits. I mean, to think, you know, when we started looking at this defensive staff, that we'd be able to add 3 guys of that caliber with where they're at in their careers, all on the same staff, probably would have seemed like a little bit of a pipe dream, honestly. And you know, now they're here, and I think it sends a message to so many people that that they see what we're building, they believe in it, they know they can come be a big part of it, and you've seen the recruits follow, and you know, there's been great response from the guys in this class. You see the way we closed, especially, you know, on the defensive front, was really important. And then I think obviously looking forward at the future classes, people take notice, and so that's exciting. You know, you see the belief, and now it's time to go put it into action.
Riley shared Wednesday that there's more to go when it comes to filling out the team's 2024 recruiting class, and described this stage as the middle point in the road. Given that quarterback Malachi Nelson has entered the transfer portal, Riley noted that there's a possibility USC could sign 2 quarterbacks in this cycle. The head coach stressed, however, that making the right decision is more important than making a quick decision.
We're not moving too fast on this. Obviously the Malachi thing was a surprise to us, and who we take as that young quarterback is an important decision for this program. It's really important, and there's so many options. You know, if you getting somebody in this class or looking into the portal for somebody that's, you know, certainly on the younger end of it, maybe pretty early on in their career, but you got to get the right one, because I mean, you know, the person that takes this could be in a pretty unique position pretty quick, a very advantageous position very quick, and so it's certainly important. So I you know, understand the timing of it, but also understand, you know, like, we're going to get a good quarterback. We gotta have the patience to make sure that we are able to do full evaluations and that we feel very comfortable with whoever that person is.
Riley ultimately praised USC's 19 signees for how seriously they take their decision to play for the Trojans. The head coach stressed how valuable it is to find prospects who have the right combination of talent, fit, and commitment.
So many of these guys never wavered. So many of these guys never blinked, and they understand really what this means. And I think that's really special. And it's something that we, honestly, as time has gone on more and more here in the last few years, we have prioritized that just each year, I think, a little bit more, because I think it matters. Because, you know, what happens with that is, listen, the guy that wavers on signing day is going to waver when something doesn't go his way here. I just don't think you can put a big enough value, really, you can't stress the importance of that enough. In this class, if I were to sum it up in one way, there's a lot of talent, there's a lot of ability, but these guys are all dying to be USC Trojans, and so very proud of that.
That's going to wrap it up here at USC. It's almost time for the Holiday Bowl, so stay tuned for coverage all week long.